Young Entrepreneur Award winners go bust and owe millions. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.Heise here, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee because, well, we're going to continue with the Superdraft saga. A viewer sent me through the information he has received from the liquidator, and going through it, this is looking really bad, guys. Now, on this channel, we've got a series, sadly, that I'm calling the Construction Apocalypse, and here we're seeing many builders go bust. And I would argue a big portion of that is overstimulus of the sector, government juicing up the market, and really things beyond their control. But, well, this is the other side of it. This is the design side getting hit the same way. But by looking at this, is it beyond their control or just a terrible business model? Because, let's have a look at what we covered before. This is the letter they sent out, the kind of sob story. The sob story that with great disappointment and sadness. Now, they've been going since 2013. It's an odd model. It really is. And we'll bring up their Superdraft website. And the whole premise was you could use it to find designers. So rather than engaging a drafty or an architect or an interior designer directly, or even an engineer, you go through these guys as a middleman. You use their website. And they don't take any legal liability. They're still putting it all on you as the draft person or the architect. They're just a middleman, so they're just raking it off the top. And this is another step between you as a designer and your client. Another communication issue, and that just sounds like a complete nightmare. You know, a project manager on a big job can help everything run smoothly, can help the team reach a goal, and you can work together. But on a kitchen fit out, on a small little bathroom, and we've seen these images, they're stock photos. And I mean, this is an award-winning business. These guys, they won an award. And here it is, on November 2021. Superdraft. It's an honor for Superdraft and its co-founders, Mark Deacon and Jake Robinson, to be awarded the Gold Coast Young Entrepreneur of the Year Awards in the property and construction industry at last Friday's night's gala. It was a challenging year for most across Australia. However, we're super proud of our amazing team who have managed to adapt to the ever-changing landscape. Well, it didn't last much longer than when you made this post. Thank you to Business News Australia for the recognition. We're excited about what 2022 will bring. Now, I've contacted Business News Australia, and I've asked them if they're going to rescind the award. Now, they got in touch with me really quick. He rang me up while I was still having my breakfast, wanting to know what's going on. And I explained to him what I'm going to explain to you in the video. And we'll see. We'll see if they rescind awards. But it just shows you, what do these awards mean? If only months later, the company's bust and owing millions of dollars to a significant number of creditors. And a lot of them are designers, architects, drafties. And what we'll do is we'll have a look first. Let's just jump all the way down here. Now, I have censored all the names of the people here and the firms that are owed money, the creditors in liquidation. You can see I've just had to it's not as classy as the FBI when they're censoring a document. It's just me while I'm eating breakfast. I'll scrape that out. But you can see here someone owed $300, $3,800, $13,000, $14,000, $44,000. 44 grand. Now, I don't know about you, but 44 grand is a fair chunk of money. Hey, even 9,000 is a fair chunk. Even when you're owed like 14 grand or 2 grand or $350, that's all a chunk of money. I've had one builder we worked for, he just needed us to do something really quick. It was, $500, no problem. It took me months of chasing to get that money. What a lot of them will do, they'll just hope you give up on it because it's such a small amount. It's no respect for your work that you provide for them. Here you go. Someone owed $9,500, $6,000, $2,000. I think this 44 is one of the biggest. And I've heard stories. Viewers have reached out to me about Superdraft, how they've worked with them. They approached me just last year, and which is a little unusual. We don't really do that much residential work. It's usually for people we personally know, and they really, couldn't help me find work. And I had a bad taste in my mouth too, where they were not taking any responsibility. So what are they going to do? What value are they going to add? Nothing. It's just online yellow pages. Here, 12 grand owed, 4 grand owed, 7 grand owed, 22,000 owed, $10,000 owed, $6,000 owed, 2,400 owed, 23,000 owed. Here's a few negatives. There you go. 330. You may be getting a letter from the liquidator to send that money back. 19,000 owed. Under 2 grand, you can cop it. You'll have to deal with it. That may only be one job, maybe one small job. Probably already written it off, but $23,000, $5,000, $19,000, $20,000, $5,000, $14,000 here, 11. I think 44 still takes the cake. 38,000, 32,000, 11,000, 13,000, 11,000 again, another 13,000 there. $42,000. How many projects have you done? Maybe one big one or a whole lot of little ones? What would be worse? What would be worse? 13,000, 40,000 again. And people who are reaching out, they're saying, they've worked with them and it took months to get paid, or they weren't getting paid. They were hearing every other sob story and bullshit. Oh, we're waiting for investor financing. They're playing the game. They're playing the game like Silicon Valley big boys, that they're coming in to, what are they? They want to scrape a bit off the top of this market in the drafting design sector. How? It's such a tight competitive business. There's so much competition in the design space. It's insane. Look at the 7 grand owed, 4 grand owed, $25,000 owed, $18,000 owed. I wonder how many of these people, 26, how many of these people jumped on board with this lot because maybe times were getting a bit quiet, they needed to get some extra money coming in, and now this is the price they're paying, $27,000, $10,000. You think once Superdraft gets the money from whoever's signing up with them, because people have to pay up front, okay? The idiots who are using this, inexperienced people who are using this, paying up front, at least I understand it. That's what I've been told, and it's not going through to people, to the designers. $12,000, $32,000, $15,000. And there we go, 10. And then we have a whole heap that are owed nothing. So these are people that I'm assuming, are on the books, but are gone. Maybe they worked with them. Maybe they just signed up. Maybe they never did any work. Maybe they said, you know what? No, this is not worth it. I'm stepping away. And I don't blame them. I seriously don't blame them. We have a look here. We'll scroll right down. Here we go. There's a few more. 21,000, 30,000, 10, 13,000, 18,000, 26,000. These are decent chunks of money. Even the ones under 10, $6,900, $7,000. If you're a one-man band, that could be a fair chunk of your money. 10 grand. And remember, if you've got an office, if you've got staff, because some of these firms are not all one-man bands. There are a whole lot of established design practices there. And I'm assuming using this just to bring a bit of extra work in, and then you're throwing a body at it. And if you're throwing a body at it, you've got their wages, you've got their superannuation, you've got the electricity, the software, the equipment, all of this stuff that you've got there. We found that out in the retail fit-out sector. When we did all that work for Lorna Jane, there was just no money in it. No money at all in it. Very tight time frames, really quick turnarounds, such low fees. 21,000 there owed. So I feel sorry for these people. I can relate to this. 25 grand. Oh, shit. So is that 44 grand the highest one? We'll see. Oh, no, we've got a new winner. $53,000. 53 grand. That's a year's average wage. $53,000. Hopefully that's one job that's gone bad, but I guess, is that any better than having a whole lot of ones that they haven't paid? Here's another one, $45,000, $16,000, $20,000, $20,000. So the total of that they owe to creditors is $2,100,000. $163,000, 368 cents. Now I'm going to bring that up in Excel because we're going to look at what they might get back based on this. Because I haven't mentioned that. Oh, hang on, I haven't got numlock on. I'm turning into such a boomer, guys, when it comes to computers and stuff now. I had to do something I couldn't get. 163, 368. Okay. Now, I'm going to have a sip of coffee, and let's play a game. Let's play a game. How much in assets do you think, looking at their website, how much in assets do you think Superdraft have? Okay, this award-winning company started by young entrepreneurs, Gold Coast award-winning, and they've got a whole lot of other awards that they've won. How much do you think they have in assets? 1 million? 2 million? $500,000? Let me know in the comments. If you guessed $100,000, you'd still be too high. Guys, you would still be too high. Okay, because we'll go here and try and find it. So, I mean, if you're one of the creditors, guys, make sure you get in touch with the liquidator so you get a chance of getting anything. Okay? Make sure you get in touch. So here we go. They've got 38,000. Wait, oh. Hang on. Wait. Well-polished operation here. $38,624 in the bank in cash. 38 grand, guys. So we'll put that in here. 38,624.65. Then they've got plant and equipment. So we'll go plant. What would that be? Software, computers, maybe other stuff. 538.50. So they got 38 grand in cash. They've got 25,000 in plant, and other assets are 13,744.90. So that gives us a total of 77,000, 78 grand. So let's just pretend. I've got that here, you can't see it. Let's just pretend that this is completely turned to cash. The liquidator doesn't take a penny, and it all goes to these unsecured creditors that are owed $2.1 million. So if we, hang on, if I do this divided by that, you will get 3.6 cents in the dollar. That can't be right. Is that right? 3.6 cents, 3.6%. Yeah, it is. Oh, boy. Yep. Which is not going to happen because there's no way that'll be liquefied at that amount. And my understanding is the liquidator takes a cut. I thought I'd just add something in after I finished the video and splice it in here. The liquidator is going to, well, the estimated costs are 30 grand plus a 3% technology and administration fee to a total of $30,900. So this figure that I had here and I figured out, it's going to be that minus 3,900. So there you go. So there's probably only going to be $47,000 left. So you're getting 2.2 cents in the dollar back. Hopefully. Hopefully. So it's even worse, guys. Even worse. There you go. So I'll now cut back to the other video. So yeah, there you go. Okay, so there's only 1.4 claimed. We'll have to see what else is. But yeah. So, I mean, let's have a look at one of the people here. Mark Deacon, the COO at Superdraft. We're not connected on LinkedIn, which is surprising. I seem to be connected to a lot of people. So he's a Bachelor of Architectural Design. So it doesn't look like he's gotten the full qualification. Architecture is 2 degrees. I've got a Bachelor of Built Environment, then a Bachelor of Architecture. To call myself an architect, I need to actually have a certain number of thousands of hours of experience, postgraduate, some before I graduate. I need to sit an interview. I need to do an exam, do an interview, put a work logbook in. And I need to pass all of that in order to become a registered architect. It's actually a protected title. So I'm trying to figure out when he graduated because it's not in here. But he's been doing it for 9 years. So we got out, if that's when he graduated, because there's no other firms here, architectural firms. You know. There you go. So how much experience are you going to have in actually doing architecture, running a project when you're managing this? But he's the Young Entrepreneur of the Year. Young Entrepreneur of the Year finalist. Seek Business Top 10. Business News Australia Top 40 Under 10. Smart Company Hot 30 Under 30. Westpac 200 Business of Tomorrow. How is this the business of tomorrow? A business that owes millions of dollars to people. And it's just acting as a middleman in the design and construction industry. So let's have a talk about this, guys. So, I feel sorry for all the people that are owed money. You're probably not going to get much back at all, if anything. I mean, what innovation did they want to bring to the construction and design industry? What did they want to bring? Because they've brought, paid when paid? No, this is worse than paid when paid. They pay you months after they get paid. They run a loss-making business and are waiting on third-party investor funds to keep it going. How many of these architects, how many of you watching, I know other designers watch the channel, how many of you would have taken a risk with this mob if you knew their financial situation? Maybe be wary, guys. So, I mean, there you go. Let's see if these awards are rescinded, or if they're, are they worth anything, or is this what it takes to be an entrepreneur? Maybe I'm just old boomer, guys. That's what it is. This internet, I don't get it. I don't know. It seemed like a pointless middleman to me in the process. And this sector is so competitive. There's hardly any money in it. When you look at what people make or charge to design a spec house or a little house, it's not worth the insurance and liability you're taking on. It's a flooded market, guys. So I hope those of you, thank you for sending me through this information. Those of you that have lost money, I hope you get something back. But yeah, if you're looking for an architect, go on social media or go on, get personal references. But I don't think these things are going to go away. People are going to keep depending on them, but they're just a middleman. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this one. Have you ever gone for any one of these awards? Because you've got to pay a fee to do it, don't you? And I guess it sounds good. It's all marketing prestige. Well, they've screwed over, hundreds of people. Fortunately, so many of them are not owed any money, but 70 grand, 38 grand. They ran it down to the point of where they had 38 grand left. Shit. As always, thanks for watching. Check out my other channels, HeiseBim and HeiseSays International, for other topics I discuss. If you're a fan and want to support the channel, you can financially on YouTube or Patreon. Use our referral links, buy our pocket squares, or call us if you need an architect. Take care, guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next episode. 38 grand. Shit. They had less money than they owed, one person. What were they doing with all the money? Where was all the money going that they were charging their clients? What did they do with it?